So, you give this guy a golf club, he'll probably try to fuck it.
Who's scruffy looking?
You might wanna buckle up, baby.
I just assumed it's a Wookiee.
Hey, it's me.
Everything you heard about me is true.
If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
Greetings, everyone, fellow space travelers. Welcome to the Scruffy Looking Podcasters, episode number 260, episode 27 of the new era. Long live the Empire, my big blue boy. He's coming back. Don't worry, he is. My name is Jimmy Dice, and it's been a chilly time up here in the great state of Maine on this Sunday, the December 8th, 2024. Down where I live, we finally got a few inches of snow on the ground, but that's already going to get melted away by the temperatures coming out to 50 degrees this week. My God. But hey, Christmas is in the air. Multiple eggnogs are being sampled. And besides the significant bouts of the seasonal illness going on in this house, it's going pretty well. Next to us, a co-host joining us also from the great state of Maine, Mr. Ed Bosshart. How's it going, brother?
Hey, yeah, it snowed. We're getting in the Christmas spirit over here. I got a tree. I think you got a tree.
Indeed. Chris got a treat too. We'll get to that later.
Oh,
apparently.
Chris did get a tree. That's right. I don't know if Kev did. He's been busy working, I think.
Nah.
Hey, I was thinking, of all the Star Wars characters out there, which one has the worst language, do you think? I found out.
Oh.
R2-D2. They had to bleep everything out.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a
like
good
that?
one. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, I'll be here all night.
Oh,
Be here for the next 3 hours. Hold
tip-
on to
tip the
yourself.
waitress. Oh, Edward. Oh.
Across the pond, the guy who's going to be starting a vlog soon about all the live music shows he's been going to see, based on all the shows he's been seeing lately. Mr. Kev Garbett,
Hey.
dial us in. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you doing? All right.
Hanging in there.
Mate, we've been getting some brutal weather here in the great county of Derbyshire. It's been fucking absolutely brutal. Yeah, fucking storms, shit going down, which we'll get to. But yeah, I'm all right. Fucking not too bad at all, boys. Not too bad.
Nice. And lastly, the one and only,
I'm a Warhammer guy now.
and maybe a chainsaw guy now, Mr. Christopher Hall. How sore are you today?
Oh, mate, I'm very, very sore. Just at a rate Labor Day, but we'll get to that. Yeah, it's a bit windy. It's been a bit windy. I'm a bit windswept, but we're all good. But before we get started today, we just wanted to take a moment to send all our love and positive energy to our very good friend and frequent guest of the show, Mr. Andy Bell. He's currently going through some very tough and serious health problems, and we're wishing him all the best, mate. We love you lots, buddy. We're all thinking of you, and you fucking got this.
Heard and seen. Could not have said better.
Well
Thank
said,
you,
my man.
Christopher.
We love you, buddy.
Heard and
You're
seen.
strong.
So, Mr. Kev Garbett, why don't you lead us off into this? I said vlog, vlog, not vlog, but tell us about one of your latest adventures that Instagram is telling me about.
No live music this week, dude. No live music.
What? I thought you went and saw something.
No, not this week, mate. I've been to 2 trips to Manchester though, with various degrees of success, shall we say? Because the first one was an absolute fucking shit show, and I didn't enjoy it at all. Because we played Manchester City, the current fucking Premier League
Which
champions.
I think I talked to you about this, right, Kev? I was like, I saw the game coming. I'm like, oh, this will be a good test. This is because they're like one ahead of them in the standings at the time or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this will be a good match. So what happened with that game there?
We didn't compete, dude. We decided to be really scared of them and show them loads of respect and not compete. And then we went 2-0 down and we just gave up. And the manager made all the substitutions to save the players for Saturday for Man United away. And it was a terrible night. It was absolutely terrible. I just didn't enjoy it. Atmosphere was awful. I'm like, just one of them really like just miserable nights. But then you counteract that with yesterday's fucking magical day. Fucking hell. Fucking brilliant, honestly. What a day that was. What an absolute... Well, it was eventful. So, because... I'll just let watch it, because...
I'm glad you had a good day, mate.
No, mate, but it was a weird day in a way.
Yeah.
Because I got up. I'll be quick, because I got up and the weather was terrible. We knew that the storm was going to hit the UK, and I got up because we were going to go out. I had to leave for about 10:15. And one of the games, the midday game, had been cancelled, which was about 20 miles from where we were. It was the Merseyside derby, so it was like Everton-Liverpool. Been cancelled for the weather. So I'm like, oh, this ain't good. I think maybe our game will be fucked. Got nothing, so we headed out. Off we went, and we were in the pub before the game, before the coach travelled, and we're just having a pint.
Sure.
And it came on the Sky Sports News, which I happen to know is Chris's favourite TV channel in the entire world.
He says this because every time I go to his house, it's the only fucking channel on. And I swear, after 45 minutes, they repeat the same footage and the same story.
Mate, it totally does. It totally does.
Anyway, sorry.
So, no, it's fine, mate. So, and then it came on there going, games to go ahead, absolutely fine. So, it wasn't too bad, the weather. We got about, 30, 40 mile out of Manchester. And Manchester's notoriously a city for rain and everything. And it absolutely started battering it down. And it was fucking wind were blowing the coach everywhere. It was rain coming in. We were there about 2 hours before kickoff as well. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to go anywhere because this is shit. So gets in the ground, had a drink, gets to my seat. Kickoff is 5:30. About 20, 25 minutes into kickoff, it's 1-1 at this point. I get a message off Chris, which he will talk about in his week, which fucking it's absolutely knocked me for six. About
What?
About 5 minutes.
Knocked you for what?
Knocked me for six. It's a cricketer. It just just shot me.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
thank you.
And then 5 minutes later, I get a message from a next door neighbour. Right? This is a genuine message. And it says, "Hi, mate. Tree down in your garden. Not sure what damage is." That was it. I'm like, there's like 10 minutes to go in the first half. I'm like, what the fuck? What am I going to do? So I'm like messaging him. No reply. He got to half time. I'm like ringing him. He's not answering. I'm ringing Chris, see if he's all right and everybody's okay. No one's answering. I'm like, what's going on? Like, everybody's ignoring me. So about 20 minutes into the second half, I get a picture of Josh, my neighbour, and it's like, it's like pitch black at this point. There's these faint outlines of these trees that I'm like,
yeah,
I ain't got a clue what's going on. I haven't got a clue. So anyway, game finished. The game was brilliant. We were absolutely superb. 1-3-2. Fucking what? Brilliant. Gets on the coach. You're it. Gets on the coach. He rings me. I'm like, mate, what is going on? You've not told me anything. He's like, as Ed and Chris will know, there's a humongous tree at the bottom of my garden, which isn't mine, by the way, because I've taken all mine down. It's to do with the houses that are opposite me. And it's absolutely huge. And it basically says it's like split. the wind has split it, and half of it has fallen, like, onto my side. But part of it is wedged into another tree, and like part of it has fallen onto my shed and onto the garden. So I'm like, well, there's not a lot I can do. So I got home and I'm trying to have a look and take some pictures and stuff. But obviously it's pitch black. But you can see it's like wedged, if you get what I mean. The main part of it, there's a branch on the shed. There's a main part of it wedged there. So I'm like, oh, shit. So obviously overnight, I'm like, if that comes down, that could, you know. So it's literally just like praying that it didn't. Got up this absolutely, as Chris will testify, it was fucking horrible overnight. What it, mate? With like wind, rain, just like
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I mean, look, my story's nowhere near on Chris's level, which he'll get to. Gets up in the morning, and you can see there's a bit of damage to my shed. We had to do some clearing up. So me and my neighbour had to like do some clearing up. So we had to go and find. Now I've talked about my neighbour before, and Chris will testify. I love him to bits. He's fucking huge. He's a fucking boxer, and he's like bald head, beard, and he's like. I'm like, right, mate, we need to go. I says, I'm going to go round and try and find out that house and see who it is. So he's like, do you want me to come with you, mate? I'm like, I fucking do, mate, because I don't know what I'm walking into. It's like, go on then, mate. He says, we'll go round. So we drive round to the other street and we work out which house we think it is. And it happens to be, we looked at this house and we looked at each other. And it was probably the biggest shithole of an house on the street. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Good thing you brought backup.
What we're going to walk into. So we're knocking on door. All curtains are closed. And this time it's about 11 o'clock in the morning, 11:30. We're like, so it's like, Josh is huge. He's banging on door like, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, no answer. So we went next door. So we went to next door. And this guy answered. And he didn't speak a lot of English. So Josh, it was damn funny because Josh was like, mate, I'm coming in your house, mate. I need to go on your backyard to have a look what the fuck's going on. And he just walked in. This is not made up. It's just like, the guy was like standing there and we were like, is this your house? And he's like, no, rented. We were like, oh, so can we go out? I was like, can we go out the back? So we opened the back door and it was the tree on next door. So anyway, we could see somebody in the house next door.
Oh, so somebody was occupying.
So somebody, yeah, they weren't answering. They
saw the boxer knocking on the door.
Yeah. So we went back round the front and like Josh was like proper knocking on the door. And I'm like, and then this guy answered. And then there's a couple of guys in the room. Now, I don't know if what a correct term with this is, but like, let's say they had some substances and were slightly out of it.
Sure.
They were
mood altered.
They were fucked.
They were on a
basically.
different planet.
And we were trying to find out who owned the house.
They're on the Ring of Cafe.
And they were like, don't know, mate. Don't know.
So that spice.
We just rent it. So Josh was like, mate, if you don't fucking tell me you rents it, I'm going to kick your fucking head in. Like right now.
Can I meet this guy? I like this guy.
I swear, and I'm not making this up. And the guy was like, I don't know, mate. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know who it is. So I was like, mate, come away. Because, like, let's just go. So we've got on the. So I've done, like, through my work, mate, he's a fucking legend. I love him. He's the best neighbour.
Hey, he was looking for a rumble.
He's just.
If you don't tell me who you rent this house from, I'm going to kick your fucking head in.
Only you, man. Holy shit.
Well, the tree is going to fall on his as well. So this is like the problem because he's like, it's not going to fall on my. What's it?
So he's invested.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just a shit up neighbor, which is just like, great. So I've had to do like, we have here like a land registry check where you can tell who owns the property. I've got access to that like through my work, and we found out it's like a letting agent company in Leicester. And I tried to ring them. I thought, well, I'll ring them now to see if I get any answer. It went to an answer phone, and I genuinely couldn't understand the answer phone. I'm like, what am I? So I've obviously got to try and ring tomorrow and just find out what, because they've got to take this tree down because it's proper like.
Yeah.
So we cleared some of it up and like cut some of the branches off because obviously like they were quite thick branches, but we've put some of that in my garage and like that'll go to the tip. But I mean, it's
What
just
kind of wood
been-
is it?
I ain't got a clue, mate. Just
Let me
bra-
investigate that, mate. Before it
Is
goes
it
to
a
the
is
tip.
it a
It's
hardwood?
Tip.
it's brown.
Send me some photos, mate.
All right,
Come
mate,
on.
I'll sort it.
If it's brown, it's down.
Do you
So,
need
yeah.
a guy with a chainsaw?
Oh, we didn't need that, luckily. But I might if this comes down now, absolutely. But honestly,
You did not send pictures to us, though. Okay, I thought. Yeah, we've only seen the.
I don't know. I thought, who did I send them to? Was it just you, Chris? Anyway, but that it wasn't. Mine wasn't bad at all. But obviously, if this, how this is wedged, it's just like if that comes, you know. So other than that, boys, I've had a couple of. That's it. That's like my week. There's loads of other shit going on which I ain't going to go into. But yeah, all right, not too bad at all. Other than that.
Shh. Did you got there, Eddie B?
Yeah, I did some things. Mainly watching stuff. I finished Aliens.
Yes, lad. What you saying?
Hey!
Nice.
Really good. Really good.
Get away from her, you bitch.
Felt a lot like Halo, you know, with the flood. That must be where Halo got it from, I assume.
Mm.
And like the first Halo game. And I watched Aliens 3, which takes place on that prison, that planet. It was kind
Oh
of
yeah.
It is a step back. You guys are saying it is a step
Mm.
back away from that. It felt like the genre changed a little bit. It was weird. I don't know.
You're
Didn't
have
com-
the
you're,
same feel.
you're coming off peak, we'll say.
Kev's favourite Alien 3 into me.
No.
No,
No.
I hate that movie. Like, no, I do hate that movie.
Okay. Is Resurrection even better? Just kidding.
Mate,
Oh,
you've got
bro.
to watch Resurrection.
Yes.
Because just separate it from any other Alien film you've seen. Watch it as a standalone sci-fi with a bit of alien lore, mate. You've got to watch it because Ron Perlman's in it and he's fucking brilliant.
Ron
Nice.
fucking
I like that.
Perlman. Yes. Totally agree, mate. Shit up.
I love Ron Perlman. Sweet. I did start a new video game called Aliens Dark Descent.
Ooh.
So it's in the Aliens
shut up.
franchise. It's a top-down view, and you command a squad of Marines
Nice.
as you're going through this like compound, saving people that from this infestation of these xenomorphs.
Is this on your PC? Yeah, this is PC
Yes,
game.
it's on my PC, and
It's on Steam.
so it's on Steam, and the music is like meh. So I put on the movie soundtracks while I play it, and it changes it, and it's like I am proper scared sometimes because there's
Nice.
a flashlight thing. You like point it around, and you know it's dark, and like you have like a motion sensor, you know, like they do in the movies, and you can like see when they're coming close and stuff like that
But you don't see them, right?
until they're right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're fast and they're tough, and yeah, it's scary. And your squad can get stressed out, and that can like give them debuffs, as they say.
Oh,
or
mate.
negatives.
Did they do a Bill Paxton on you? Fucking game over, man.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yep. That's
The
totally
fuck
what
are we
it is.
gonna do now?
It's really fun. It's one player. It's and you just play it at night, late at night, and you get scared shitless. But I did watch another movie, guys, and I hadn't seen it before. Surprisingly, it's called Commando.
What? Oh, what?
Wait, you haven't seen the
I
movie
had
Commando?
not seen Commando. So if you didn't know, in Helldivers, anyone that plays it, like you get a weapon called the Commando, which is a shoulder-mounted rocket launcher, and it has 4
Nice.
barrels in it.
Yeah.
I read the instructions. Yeah.
and it looks exactly like it. No, that was a pretty cool movie. It's a fun, like, sit back and watch a ridiculous movie happen. It's pretty cool. I like it. And he quotes like other movies that he's been in, right? Arnold in there. Like, I
but
found-
Ed, come
Yeah.
on, Ed, you're being way too nice with it. It's the greatest movie ever made.
yeah, good movie that I made, right? Yeah.
Right? Wrong.
Wrong. I let him go. Come on, mate. Fucking classic.
It
scared?
is.
It is-
motherfucker.
It did
So
feel like I was
good.
watching a classic. That's for sure.
Yeah.
What else? One more thing. I did start a new audiobook under the Stormlight Archive book series by Brandon Sanderson. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but I've been into this series for years, and this is the 5th book, and it just came out, and I'm super excited about it. It's a 62-hour audiobook.
What?
Wait, 62 hours?
Yes.
That's the equivalent of like 5,000 pages.
It's the biggest book he's written in the series, yeah. so-
Holy mother. Who reads it?
That's cool.
Like narrates it?
Yeah.
Just ran
Oh, is it?
Michael Kramer, I think is his name. Really good. I'm like invested in it because it's book 5, and I've been waiting for this forever, and it's really fun, and it's fantasy. It's hard to explain. He creates a whole new world, but it's high fantasy.
Sure.
And, he makes little side novels too. So currently there's like 10 novels in the setting. But I recommend it if you guys looking for a book to listen or read. It's a really good series. It's very detailed.
What's it called again? Start.
Stormlight Archive.
Stormlight Archives.
Nice. 62 hours though, Ed. Ooh.
I know. I'm already like 3 hours in. I'm loving it.
Only 59 to go, mate.
Yeah. It's great. It's great to play in the background while I'm painting, not the Rancor.
Fucking. As if my week hasn't been shit enough already. You just throw that in there.
I love how you said that, Ed. I like to put it on in the background while I'm not painting that Rancor. While I'm
You
doing
should just have it. You should just stage it, Ed. Just have it in the background, just like knocked over, covered in dust or something. Be like
Yeah.
clearly forgotten about.
Glue like moss onto it.
Yeah.
Just like-
Yes.
while I'm doing anything else but paint that Rancor.
You're acid washing it, but you're acid washing it the wrong way. You know.
yeah. I did paint 4 Weequay dudes and 4 Gamorrean guards and 4 jet troopers.
And not one.
Just rubbing it
Rancor.
in there, and
It's genuinely taking the piss.
you know what it is? I think he's fucking scared, and that's why he's not doing it.
Well,
That's
yeah,
right.
I'm scared. It's a big ass model. I'll get there.
Look at the
Look at
size of that thing.
You better paint it before you paint that big ass Tyrannid thing you bought in the UK, mate.
No, that's Magnus the Red. There's not Tyrannid. That is a
I knew it wasn't a Tyrannid, and I just wanted him to get all well. Actually, on me, I'm a Warhammer guy now.
Well, it worked.
Worked. You fell for my trap.
It was like that bit in The Office. What was it again?
We fucked him.
Correct.
But that's my week. It's my week.
Nice.
It-
Well, I've been sick. I've had a runny nose. I had a walk-in pneumonia last month. I got a sore throat. These are all gifts from my children. I've been like just leaking all day, but gotta haul in this fucking 16-foot Christmas tree we cut down yesterday. 3 hours down the highway, like 12 feet of it sticking out the back. People are giving me weird looks on the highway. It's all right. I wave. I got my orange tag on the back. It's safe. It's legal. Safety first. So yeah, we got our. Speaking of trees, so we went on our Christmas tree hunt. Our Christmas tree hunt. This is how fucked up I am, guys. We went out in the woods, looking around, got the chainsaws out, saw a beautiful, like thin and trim, gorgeous beauty, and we started. It's like 35 foot tall, like cutting it down, and it gets caught up on the way down, and it is just mangled. It is just absolutely destroyed. Like You know the term when they say, "Oh my God, that person really hit every branch on the way down the tree." Yeah, this literally snapped every branch down this thing. It's a perfect saw log now. So he's going to come back out in a couple of months and he'll buck it up for. He's got a wood burning furnace, so nothing ever goes to waste out in the family farm. So, but we found another one. She's real thick though. This is the problem, right? She's got a huge bottom, like THICC. Yeah, and it's just huge. So we've had to like trim to get it back. And I'm gonna be making wreaths for the next 10 years out of the stuff I've been doing to try to trim this thing down. But got it in. And then the part of this is like it's like 15, there were like 15 or 15, 16 of us. We all go on a big wooden trailer with some hay bales on it. All the kids there. We go on the back of the tractor and they haul us out into the backfield and kids are singing like Christmas carols and stuff. It's a really cool like family tradition. And they've been doing this for Christ, like 30, 40 years. No, longer than that. They've been almost 50 years, I think. And multiple generations and stuff. Then we all go back to the farm afterwards. We all have these epic snacks. When I say snacks, we're talking like deer sausage chili. My God, that's a beauty. That's not a snack. That's a meal. Like homemade mac and cheese. My mother-in-law makes the best ham salad finger rolls. Do you guys have those over there? Ham salad? You know what ham salad is?
Yeah.
I know what ham is. I know what salad is, mate.
Ham salad.
Not sure I've ever had a ham salad finger roll.
No, not a ham salad finger roll guy. Yeah, that's me. That's Jimmy Dice here. Yeah,
I've done a few finger rolls in my time, but never had a ham salad one.
Oh my God! So let me tell you what the finger roll is.
What was his name?
Hey,
How long
did it take for the guy to come?
Come.
the finger roll is approximately 3.5 to 4 inches long. It's about 2.5 inches wide. It's like a miniature hot dog roll. Okay, you cut it open and you can like put like a little hot dog in there, but nobody makes hot dogs that size. What you do is you put like chopped egg salad in it, tuna fish salad in it, or ham salad, or sometimes crab meat salad, crab meat roll. You know, it's just like put things in
it's
it.
ham cob, yeah. I've had ham cob, lad.
Yeah.
Ham cob? Well, I'm eating a piece of corn here. Cob? Man, I love this language barrier that we're in.
I do love the fact that we get. How long have we done all this podcast together? And I don't think I've ever heard Jimmy sound like, do you have ham over in England?
Do we have ham?
Do you have ham salad? Do you have ham salad?
I'm actually quite surprised that you don't have the classic ham salad over there. You got ham and everything else. Oh my God. But anyways, my mother-in-law, she makes the best one. It's the same mother-in-law who makes me a strawberry pie on my birthday every year. Jesus Christ, that's good. But yeah, we brought the tree home. That's up. We got the lights up today. Thing is, my wife Elaine, she's been down for the count as well. So we've just been operating at like 0.25 speed all day, trying to get stuff. We're lucky enough to get the lights and the silver garland up today. We were hoping to have it like completely decorated tonight, but that ain't gonna happen. But we'll work on it throughout the week. I've been playing this old classic video game. Myth 2 Soul Blighter. Did I ever tell you about this one, Ed? Real-time strategy game back from 1999.
Great year.
Right? One of Prince's best tunes. Anyways, I've found this very small niche community of like several hundred people, but they're all like little pockets, and they still like make maps and code for this game and stuff. It's really wild. It's really cool. It's fun to jump back into a game 20 years later, and there's like all these secret weird Discord channels that we're finding out of all these like little communities that still play the game, and like everybody's reaching out and connecting together on it, and it's really freaking cool. But anyways,
ooh, Bungie made it.
Exactly, Bungie made it. The same makers of Halo Combat Evolved. So they made Bungie was a like a Macintosh early Mac developing company. They had Marathon, that was one of their big hits on Mac, because nobody developed games for Mac. That just wasn't meant for it. Yeah, they eventually did Destiny, but the progression was a Marathon, Oni, which is another futuristic game, the Myth series, which was like a real-time strategy medieval kind of game, which was really fun. Myth 1, Myth 2, and then eventually they did the Halo series. They sold their souls to Microsoft. So Halo's all gone, but Bungie developed this game Destiny, which incorporates aspects of the marathon game and some other stuff, kind of like open world MMO, which is pretty cool. I played. I played. Did you ever play Destiny, Ed?
A tiny bit. I'm a WoW guy,
Oh, sure.
so like Destiny was like, just monotonous kind of shit.
I know you do the
I'd rather
same
play
thing with
WoW.
with more customizable characters,
Yeah,
whereas
and
this
it's
is
a
like all first person.
shooter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's first person perspective, so it's not like less of the fantasy side of it. But it was cool. I was in it on the beginning when they had Peter Dinklage doing a lot of the voice acting for I don't know, just some of like the AI characters initially. That was really cool. That was, I think, like early days of Game of Thrones, I think, when that was coming out.
nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video game stuff. We're getting ready for the Fog Cutter show. Had some more rehearsals, and yeah, we'll be. Oh, the last thing I'm going to talk about. I want to mention this. So I was at Costco the other day. I'm just going in, get my prescription, and kind of fucking around. And at the end of this aisle, there's all these boxes. This is Serrano ham. I'm like, a Serrano ham? Like how you take the ham leg all dried up, you like mount it on this wooden thing with a leg popping out, and you have the special blade, and like basically how you get prosciutto. And they're selling these at Costco. 16 pounders, only $90. And I'm like, no, there's no way in hell Elena would ever want me to get this. So I left. And then like a week later, I get a message from my wife. She's like, "Hey, did you see this at Costco? It might be pretty good for the Christmas gala. We need like a little meat side." And I'm like, "Wait, you're sending this to me? I think this is ridiculous, but you think this is a good idea? Well, fuck, I'm gonna go buy it then." And like went back the next day, but it wasn't the same spot. And I'm walking around, I go find it. So I finally go up to a person because I'm not afraid to ask for directions. And I speak to the lady. I say, "You got any of the Serrano hams left?" It's like, "Oh yeah, at the end, the aisle cap at the end of 303. Get a couple of them." I'm like, "Jesus Christ, I don't need a couple of them. One will suffice. Thank you." And I move on. I get it. So we're gonna crack that baby open next Saturday. See how it goes. Allegedly lasts 4 months. You just gotta put the fat cap on it when you're done. It's like a preserve bag. You put it because it's all dried up and shit. So for $90, you can't go wrong, right? It's worth a shot for science.
How are you going to prepare this, Jimmy?
I'm not preparing any of it. It's just going to be like a self-carving station.
Oh, I
So to
see.
do it, there is a special. I was looking up on YouTube. There is a special technique to cut it, so you have like perfect little square slivers, and you can like array out onto a dish if you want to do that. If you really want to spend all that time, but I think half the fun is doing it yourself and really putting yourself at risk of just like losing a finger.
Yeah.
Might fall into a finger roll. Who knows? Maybe that's what I do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that is my week, boys. The tree is up, the eggnog is in hand, the shivas is in the eggnog, and I'm ready to go and try to cure this fucking illness. Christopher, what do we got?
Well, I'll try and keep it quick because I'm really excited to talk about this new Star Wars that we've got, boys. New Star Wars, but a couple of bits this week. I had a fun little thing happen at work. It's obviously it's Christmas time, and so those that don't know, I work in a design department, but the team that sit behind me are the writing team, so that obviously write all the words and things. So they're putting a Christmas quiz together for something. Don't know what it's for. There's a picture round, and because we work in the health and well-being sector, it's all the questions are food related. And whoever's written the quiz is not in at work, so they're just trying to clarify all the answers on this thing. And someone comes up to me and is like, "Chris, do you know what this is from?" And it's a close-in of Samwise holding some lambus bread.
No
it's
way.
Obviously, like what film is this for? Like, it's a cropping, and I was like, "Oh, it's from The Two Towers," like without even thinking, immediately knowing what scene it is. And they were like, "Oh yeah, thanks." And then they went back and then someone on their desk was like, "Oh, I thought that was from Return of the King," and I was like, "Which scene?" They were like, I thought it's when they're climbing up Kirathungal, up the tower, up the steps at Kirathungal, and I was like, started doubting myself. Oh shit! And then I was like, "Oh, I don't know about this." And then the girl that brought it over was like, "I've got to get this sent out. I need an answer in 10 minutes." I was like, "I'll give it you in 5." And then I jumped on this website that Turbo sent me ages ago, which is fucking brilliant. It's basically this site's got loads of movies on, but it's got like 4K screenshots of every like 3 seconds.
Oh, screen caps. Yeah.
Yeah. So I clicked in Two Towers like straight away, and I was just like, dung, 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 dung. Found the exact same shot. I was like, bang, there you go. Took it over. I know it's a bit of an arsey thing to do, but I really doubted myself, and I was like, if you're gonna fucking ask someone about Lord of the Rings at work, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get a bit anal about it. And she was like, "Oh, cool. Are you sure it's Two Towers?" I was like, "What do we have for tea today? Lambert spread. And what about tonight? More Lambert spread." So yeah, that was quite.
Yeah, exactly.
So you went
Yeah,
through
that
and
was
like
fun.
said the whole scene to her.
Yeah. And then they all looked at me like, "Fucking."
Here we
loser.
go.
Get back in your seat and start colouring shit in. Draw some pictures and move some things around. Make our words look good. Okay, cool. But outside of that, I've been to a really cool special gig this week. I travelled down to London midweek to go to. It was a celebration of Mark Lanigan's life. He would have been 60 years old, I think about 2 weeks ago. So all his friends, musician friends, got together and did a big tribute gig to him at this fucking amazing venue in London called the Roundhouse. Kev, you ever been to Roundhouse, mate?
No, I don't think I have. It's weird, mate.
cool.
Honestly.
I don't think I have. Good.
It's a proper good venue, yeah. Like, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've not caught up about this, have we?
No, we haven't seen each other, mate. Well, I've
No.
shit going on, haven't we?
I don't want to like. I know you couldn't go, and you really wanted to go, but
Well, I could have gone,
Kevin.
but then I couldn't go. Like
yeah.
afterwards, could I? Because the tickets came back on,
No.
and I'm like, no, I can't afford it now. But anyway, go on, mate.
It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I can
And
imagine.
It was.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a real honor to be, and it was like I felt like I'd seen something really, really special.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was a like a real all-star cast. So there was the same band throughout the night, but different singers kept coming on. And there was, just to name a few, there was Dave Gahan from Depeche Mode, Bobby Gillespie from Primal Scream, Greg Dooley from the Afghan Wigs, Chrissy Hine from the Pretenders. She's cool as fuck, man.
Mate, she's rad, isn't she, Chris? Yeah.
73 years old, mate, and she walked on stage and she was like the coolest person in that whole building. I was
Yeah.
like,
Sure.
"Fucking sick you are."
I want to be cool when I'm 73.
Yeah, me too, mate. Me too.
I want to be cool when I'm
Um,
53, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, how was that last year? How was that 10 years ago?
I was like,
oh. He strikes.
The guy's a bit of a knobhead, but he's a fucking talented knobhead. Josh Homme from Queens of the
Ooh.
Stone Age was there.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, I hate to give him praise, but he was phenomenal at what he did. But yeah, it was
Nice.
so they played songs throughout Mark's whole career, a lot of his solo stuff. Got to hear some Screaming Tree songs, and it was just great. I mean, I think Mark passed like 2 years ago, and I talked about it on this pod at the time. Like, it's my favorite singer ever. So to go and see this, it was real special. It was a real sweet spot
cool,
in
mate.
the middle
Yeah.
of what's been
Hmm.
quite a difficult week. Yeah, but outside of that, as Kev's mentioned, we've had some fucking rubbish weather. Kev's had
Yeah.
a bit of tree trouble. Kev's had a bit of tree trouble.
Mate, it don't even compare, mate, does it? But go on.
Jimmy's had some tree escapades, and I'm just going to round it off. Like, yeah, I've had some tree incidents as well.
Jeez.
So we've got or had an absolutely fucking huge eucalyptus tree in our back garden. It's massive, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous tree. It's a really weird looking tree, and it looks like, what's it called, Ed?
The Whomping Willow.
Yes, from Harry Potter. The tree that gets caught up in the car gets caught up in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the flying car. And it was actually a really big selling point on the house when we moved here. But yesterday, the 50-mile-an-hour winds decided to push that tree over, and it came crashing through the top of my conservatory. What you guys call a sun house that's attached to the back of my house.
Sunroom. Yeah, yep, thank you for
Sunroom
clarification.
attached to
Holy
the
shit,
the
man.
back of my house.
Fucking
It's wild, dude.
And the roots went under my neighbour's garden and ripped half his garden up and shattered our connecting fence.
Oh God.
So the last 24 hours have been quite eventful, but thankfully, it's a massive ball ache, but nobody got hurt. 5 minutes previous, I was stood underneath it. I can't even fathom or even think about what could have happened. Nobody got hurt. It's just a hole in my roof. We've managed. I called in the troops today. My 74-year-old dad turned up with a chainsaw. That guy's an absolute nutcase, right?
Nice.
Deaf as a post. I've got my brother here. We're debating like strategy, plan of attack, because it's been raining. So basically, we needed to get the tree. What part of the tree was in my house, out of my house, and cover the hole up. Because last night I woke up this morning. We couldn't secure it last night, basically. So we're figuring out where the weight was bearing and all that shit. And then my dad just fucking rolls up, and he's just like, just starts chopping into shit. He can't hear nothing. Me and my brother shouting at him. He's like lobbing branches down, and me and my brother swinging at it away from him. Oh, absolute liability, but bless him.
You sure he's not from America?
What a champion. Great lad. He put half a shift in today, and he's done us proud, bless him, at his age. But yeah, I got a friend of mine came round with another chainsaw, and we've managed to make it all safe and secure. No longer got a tree. I've got lots of wood and lots of leaves on my back garden, and I've still got a hole, but the hole is secure. I will figure it out from there. Nobody got hurt. It's all good. So it's just been an eventful 24 hours.
Yeah. Mate, did at one point your dad go groovy?
Oh, mate, what the fuck? I've had a chainsaw in my hand today, and at no points have I done any Bruce Campbell quote.
Oh,
I'm so disappointed in myself.
mate, I thought that would be the first thing you'd be doing all day. Like, come get some.
God damn it. I could have tapped on window and looked at Shell and been like, give me some sugar, baby.
No, you just gotta say let her rip.
I did say let her rip a few times.
Let her rip.
Yeah.
Say the chip.
Listen, your dad came over, was probably the most excited to fucking whip out that 2-stroke
Mate,
and just go to town on that lumber.
what's funny is he came, he ran out of 2-stroke, and then I was like, oh, I'll call my mate John. John's got another chainsaw. He'll come round. And my dad's like, I'll go and mix some more. I'll be back in a minute. And he went back down home to mix some more 2-stroke. And then
Yeah. I got that little bottle, that 50-to-1 mix. You drop in
Gotta
8
mix it.
ounces on a 1 gallon of gas. Oh yeah, big time. Let me shop at my Blaze and get my file out. Shh.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah.
Sharpen it.
So
And
we'll
you
see.
said you were just standing on where it landed, like previously, like.
Well,
super...
yeah, because of the weather, I'd been watching it. Like, we should have had it trimmed back like a few months ago, but when we first moved in here about 7 years ago, we had it trimmed when we first moved in, and it was £500 to get it done.
It's so much, yeah.
So I dread to think it's obviously going to be a lot more than that now with inflation and everything. Cost of living in this country is just getting out of control.
Hopefully,
So,
insurance will
because-
cover some of that.
Because it's so close to Christmas, we're like, yeah, we'll sort it. We'll get it cut. And I've just been putting it to the back of my mind. But when these winds were getting so strong, I was watching it. And then I went up to my daughter's bedroom to get a different view, and it had actually started leaning. And then I could see the ground was moving, and I was like, holy shit. So I went outside to have a look, and I was stood under it, inspecting it all. I went back inside, told Michelle, I think it's coming over. And then as soon as I said that, we just did a massive bang.
Oh man.
Jesus.
And my daughter was like, Dad. So, do you know what's funny?
Shit.
I run downstairs, and this is 15-year-olds, mate, in 2024. I run downstairs. There's a fucking tree in my house, like, and I'm freaking out, like, fuck. So I'm trying to go outside and assess the damage. My neighbour's come out because obviously his fence has just obliterated and ripped off his garden up with roots.
But
He's
fucking
looking at me like-
tulips.
He's looking at me like, what the fuck? I turn around, Anya's on fucking TikTok and Snapchat. Like,
Yes. Yeah, I was hoping you were going to say that.
doing, like, documenting it all.
No cap.
Holy shit.
And I think this
Oh,
video
typical.
of me, like, I think this video of me on her account, like, basically going, "This is not the time now, no."
Oh shit, dude! You just made her go viral.
Yeah, stressing. And then she's like about 2 hours later, she's like, "Dad, I've never been so popular. I've got so many messages asking if I'm all right." I'm really pleased that this massive inconvenience has been good for your social engagement, darling.
It's all worth
what
it.
would
look.
the
All worth it.
what's the what would the subtitle? What would the title be? What would the title be on this post? UK Gandalf fights the storm.
Stressed out English dad.
Stressed out English dad.
That's the one.
Oh, well, glad you made it through that, dude. That's just no joke, man.
Fuck, yeah.
Mother Nature's
yeah,
nothing to be trifled with.
I've been at it since I got up at 7:30, took dog out, got back, and then I think I stopped. I went straight at it with my shears, like trimming a pathway through, because it had basically covered the whole width of my garden.
Yeah.
Oh, so there was no way through then, mate. Like, no.
No, I had to cut a
Yeah.
pathway, like I had to cut a tunnel through.
Fucking
The tree's
hell.
that big, like I could climb through the branches, and I was cutting a
Jeez.
tunnel through, and then I was just clearing as much as I could until the
Yeah.
the cavalry got here. And
Yeah.
we're just not stopped all day. So my body tomorrow is gonna be fucked. And I clocked in. Let's have a look, mate. 20,785 steps. It says on my little watch here.
Whoa.
So not too shabby.
You gotta get yourself a piece of salted pork, a pipe. Sit back and
Sit
put
on
your
the-
legs
the
up
branch.
after a hard day's work.
Lambus bread.
The salted pork is particularly good.
Particularly good. Except you've never done a day's work in your life, Pip.
Yeah, mate. We're all good. We're all
Yeah,
good.
good man, good.
Sweet.
Man, what
Let's,
a fucking story that's gonna be.
outside
ready-
of that, mate. The only thing I've been doing is watching a bit of Skeleton Crew. How'd you like that?
Nice. Yeah. All right, let's transition to that right now. 2 episodes dropped on the first day. Can't believe we got it early. Episode 1. This could be a real adventure. Followed by episode 2, way out past the barrier. That was really long titles, but let's just go around the horn. First impressions. Tell us when you saw it, who you saw it with. I'm going to start with Ed, and I'm going to go
right.
clockwise. Ed, Kev, then Chris.
I
Kev,
loved
Chris, then
it.
Kev, excuse me.
Yeah, I loved it. I watched it that night, a little later than I could have, because I can't remember what I was doing. But alone, family fast asleep upstairs,
In the dark. I was born in it.
just fucking watching Skeleton Crew without any interruptions. And I loved it. I love Neil. Everybody loves Neil, Blue Elephant, and KB is my favorite because she's knowledgeable. She fixes shit, and she's wearing that sweet ass visor. Love that. I have way more to say, but I'm gonna let it go around the horn. I loved it so far. It feels like Goonies, feels like Stranger Things, Amblin, all that. Definitely meeting up to the hype that I thought it would be, and I've been recommending it to all of my friends. So yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Christopher, your first impressions.
Mate, what do you think? This is rad, mate. I fucking love this. It was great. Kev came round. We had no interruptions, which is a rarity at my ass. Managed to blast through both episodes. Yeah, it's just fucking sick, mate. This is aliens, robots, pirates, creatures, mate. It's just a piece.
Those
of
little
meat.
flying
It's
fuzzy
good,
things.
mate.
What do you think about that?
Fucking love it, mate.
Those are interesting.
Jimmy, mate, I'm still on Team Blue, but I'm a fucking Neo guy now.
That's brilliant. I mean, he's awesome. The
What
guy's
a- what a
awesome.
lad.
What a cool guy.
What a
He's
lad,
just
yeah.
he's like you see who he is in like every show of like the semi nerdy like best friend of the guy who's like having a hard time in school, whatever, Wim or whatever. Eddie, sorry, keep going.
But yeah, great. First impressions, absolutely loved it. I hope it continues to be this good. Like, as a setup, the promise of this is great. We didn't see too much that we'd not seen outside of the trailers and snippets so far, but I'm absolutely cool with that. I could go on. Go on, Kev, mate. I've got more to. I've got more to say.
Got
Let's
more to
just say I
say.
loved it.
Yeah.
Me, it's me. Yeah, as Christopher said, went over to the Hall House and we watched it uninterrupted. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a fucking absolute blast. Me and Chris watching it. It was just fucking great fun. It just made me laugh.
Kev was laughing at this more than any other thing I've ever watched. He was pissing himself like all the way through it.
I know.
That was great. That added to the experience. It was really good, like to see you enjoying it.
It was just I just enjoyed it. I mean,
I thought of you, Kev, when the holiday special clip.
mate, don't even get me started on that one, mate. Yeah, absolute Edward Bossart, you little fucking beauty. You beautiful man. You spotted that as well, mate. Because I said to me and Chris was like watching it, and I was like, "Oh!" It's like, "What's up?" I was like, "Holiday special, dude. Holiday special." Fucking
We just saw that.
the greatest piece of Star Wars in the history of mankind is now now found its way to Skeleton Crew. But
yeah,
I just really enjoyed it. I mean, I don't think it's massively deep at the minute or anything like that, but it's just really good fun. And it's one of those, like, with 2 episodes in, and I really care what happens to him, and I'm really like invested what happens to him. Those were my 2 favorite characters that you mentioned, Neil and KB, was it?
Yeah.
Fucking like little Geordie Visor. Fucking, she's your touch.
Yes,
like,
I
so
wrote
good.
that down too. Jordy's visor.
I was like, she's great. I mean, obviously it's early days yet. We haven't seen a lot of Jude Law yet, which I kind of liked his little introduction at the end. I want to see more of Kerry Condon because I love her as an actress. And I'm like, good. Hopefully she'll get more to do. We'll get some introduction of new characters. But yeah, Ray, proper enjoyed it. Proper enjoyed it.
Nice. Yeah, my this is the first time that my wife and I have watched something live as it hits for Star Wars. I think in years, literal years. The great thing that was always nice about like Game of Thrones and stuff like that, we could watch it at like 9 p.m. on Sunday. and like all the kids would be in bed, and we could have like some snacks out and stuff, and really like settle in and enjoy it, kind of thing. And we have been able to do that with Star Wars. It's always been like a day later, and I'm just like ignoring all the social media and the Discord and everything, just not even looking at it, because I'm trying not to be spoiled. Also, I'm trying not to just fucking like just watch it straight up myself and then pretend I didn't. You know what I mean? Because they may have done that once or twice. So this was nice to like watch it together with her. It was funny. It was really cool. I loved the as for what I do working in an architectural engineering firm. I love the style of the houses. I thought the houses were really cool.
I was thinking that too.
How the hell does he get that room with all those goddamn windows and I can't? I'm with you, Josh Chapman. So I also listened to Star Wars Spelt Out a couple days ago. Chapman had Catherine and Mole on, and they went through it as well. And it was funny. Chapman had the same thought I did, because he had this like, wow, that kid's got like the best room in the house. He's got like floor to ceiling windows. Nobody else has got that, because if you look at the house, like that's like the end cap. It's got beautiful windows in there. A lot of daylight, a lot of solar gain. You know what I mean?
Great
That's a big deal.
observation. Yeah.
It was really cool. I the neighborhood vibes was interesting. Like clearly something like that has to exist somewhere in the Star Wars galaxy. You know what I mean? It's not everything all built up like Coruscant. So I there's some mystery about which we'll dig into in a little bit. Like what the fuck is going on? What kind of bubble do these guys live in?
Speculating, yes,
I got some speculation already out the get that I want to mention of like which republic are they talking about, but who wants to go first with like something specific about it that caught your eye that you were into? Ed.
Did you guys notice one of the ships as they're pulling into the pirate? I'm sure you loved the pirate.
Moldy Crow, mate. I saw it.
Hey,
Were they pulling into Port Borgo? Port Borgo.
Very pirate. I love the pirate themes in this,
Mate,
by the way.
fucking rad.
What is this, Pirates of the fucking Caribbean? Sorry, King George.
Also thought of you, Jimmy, because I know how much you love Ring of Kafrene. I'm like, this is right in that same vein. Jimmy would love this. All the ships that are like ships, capital ships, medium cruisers, whatever, all pieced together, different pieces. There was one in there, though. There was one in there that looked a little like a Corellian Corvette, but a lot like the concept for the Millennium Falcon.
Oh,
So if you rewatch it,
I am. Oh,
if you
what?
rewatch it, so
that's a grand spot, Ed. Grand.
so it's got the head of the Millennium Falcon. If you remember the concept, remember like the original Millennium Falcon. It's got like the rear of a Corellian Corvette and the front of the Millennium Falcon cockpit in the front. So I saw that as it came in.
That says they're pulling in, right?
Yeah. I say I liked KB a lot. I will say they all played their character, the kids, really well. Like, I'm not saying I didn't like any of the characters. They were all really well acted out and done. Whoever directed it is amazing with kids, apparently. And it was really good.
He's not the type to throw their Halloween candy out. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe not. I will say the question is that pirate in that first scene the leader?
Everybody's fucking asking that question.
Is that him?
It's the question. Hey, is that Chimera? Is Chimera hauling around that helmet in that bag he's got? I think the answer is yes, Ed.
Of course, it's him.
Yeah, I mean, when the scene was first playing out, I first saw it, I'm like, that sounds a lot like Jude Law.
Yeah,
so,
but we don't see him. We don't see him.
I don't see him, but it might get confirmed later on, which I think it will.
Yeah.
Ed, by the way,
someone else can go.
Ed, by the way, that's minute 20:59 in the second episode where you see that Corellian Corvette thing. I see what you're saying. Yep. I love that. Kev, you want to go next?
But
something specific. We can keep going around and stuff for stuff that you pick on.
I did like the little data pad that he had with all them fucking Star Wars scenes on. That looked fucking.
Oh yeah,
that
with
was
the Jedi stuff on it.
That was like because obviously this is a kids show and it's pretty much like the Star Wars themes of going beyond your dreams and getting out in the big wide world and stuff. And he's like looking at all these Jedi stuff. And Ed, I thought of you like when he's looking at this Jedi and he's like desperate to be.
That's totally me as a kid, man.
Yeah,
That's me.
yeah.
There was one where you saw like a picture of a temple, I think, but it almost looked like Vader's castle a little.
Yeah,
bit.
it
So
felt-
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only watched the episodes once, so I do want to watch them again, and because there's obviously stuff that you miss, and there's always little things. I mean, there were obvious ones like when the kid's having his cereal with the blue milk that you just go like, "Oh, come on," like that again. Shit like those.
Was
It's
it-
really,
yeah,
I
yeah.
really liked. It's weird because before the episode started, the whole thing of like, oh, we're going to see like a suburb of Star Wars, like we're going to see like this family thing. And I'm like, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to like that, but then
Yeah.
watching those 2 episodes, I thought it was great. Just like when Neil went home and his little family were there and it's like, his little brothers, he's got like dead cute little, and
And their
little
little
brothers.
cute little blue hair toupees.
What a fucking dude. And then like
With the
you know,
twins, yes.
that was ace. Fucking hell, Wim's dad's fucking hell. If anybody's going to chuck Halloween candy away, it's his fucking dad, isn't it? He's like, what
Man,
a,
he's definitely he's taking Dad
What a
away,
prick.
Dad of the Year award away from
what
you,
a
man.
prick.
Holy
He's
shit.
fucking, he's
Yeah.
your typical, I'm too busy for you, son. Fuck all that. I'm like,
Here's a pile of cash. Like apparently it was a lot of cash. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
and I
Yeah,
did,
I don't know about that. Like, what Republic?
yeah.
Republic credits?
I
like
think,
Republic
think
credits
they've
look
been
good here.
stuck there since like old Republic times, just like living life.
Ah,
Something's not right there, is it?
yeah.
No.
Yeah,
And
you got thoughts on that?
I proper enjoyed Nick Frost because I fucking love Nick Frost.
Oh.
And when he came on as fucking
Holy shmee.
SM30,
Oh,
mate,
the droid. Yeah.
what?
yeah, yeah.
And it's just the fact that he got that accent. That he got like a Bristol accent, and it's
Oh.
like I'm like, this is fucking great. I'm like, come, it's just like, and you could tell he was having a blast.
So is the accent that we as television consumer Americans associate with the quote unquote quintessential pirate voice a
Yeah.
Bristol accent?
It's kind of like that, yeah. It's
Nice.
kind of got that there. Absolutely, 100% it had.
So I watched it a second time with my girls. I know you guys are wondering what my girls thought of it, but they absolutely love it.
Yes.
Nice.
We had to stop 2/3 of the way through the first episode and couldn't watch it again for like 2 more days. They kept asking, wanting to get back into it. Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then like when was it Neil? I think it was Neil was in the ship and he was going and trying to find Wim, and the skeletons of the captain and like
yeah.
Yeah.
some other dude were there. My girls were like hiding and scared, but then loving it. Like they're so into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
they and then the second episode ended and they're like, what? I wanted to keep going. Like what? Like I'm like, this is great. You guys are into it. I love it.
Nice. How about you, Chris?
Mate, can we just talk about the absolute goat? That fucking Teak character, mate, from Battle for Endor. The guy in the
Mate,
took him from their spaceship to the pirate thing.
Oh,
The taxi-
yeah.
Oh,
the shuttle
oh,
ferry
mate.
dude.
he
Yeah.
was
What a
fucking
fuck.
great.
Is it weird that I
What?
thought of you, Chris, when I saw him?
I
at all,
also thought of Chris when I saw that.
Like the fact
I also did.
I love that. The fact that you saw that guy and you were like, Chris is gonna fucking love that guy. Brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant.
We pissed ourselves at that, mate, didn't we? Oh, it's fucking
Yeah.
That guy's rich
I
now.
That
I love
little
that. I
that
love
little
that
thing
kid.
did look CGI, I tell you what.
He looked great, I
Shit
thought.
mate. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, someone go. I've got, just thinking about him running around. Like I could just watch 20 minutes of that. Like
I know.
little furry dude running around.
I like
I'm
when
so
the
easy, aren't I? So easy to.
I like when Neil has that like mouse or whatever, and it's just like that kid's thought, like, "Oh, we'll train him to go get the key," and then they're like watching
Brilliant.
it, like, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Yeah, I was just like,
And then-
wait, what?
But that's kids, man. It's
Yeah.
how it is.
I
So
mean,
it's,
that's the kid's imagination. I was immediately speculating So Farah, that's KB, not KB's mom, Fern's mom, right? Yeah, Fern. She's
Yep.
the like scoundrel rebel character.
Yes.
Fern is Carrie Condon from Banshees of Inisherin. Better Call Saul, daughter of Mike. That's how I remember her from. But she had mentioned the Republic, right? And like the plan or the Great Plan. One of the droids said the Great Plan or whatever, but they refer to it as the Republic. And somewhere else in the movie, one of the pirates mentioned
Yes.
the New Republic. Like that, they
No,
said it.
Old Republic, right? Or
Well, no, well that's the thing. Those were Old Republic or maybe High Republic era, right?
Yes.
This is where I'm going with this.
Yeah, we don't know. That's the thing. We don't know what term is being used in that time period to describe High Republic or
Yeah, well,
whether.
I think they call it just the Republic because the pirates, who I would think are more like up to date on shit, they called it the New Republic. So here's my theory. You read some of High Republic stuff, Ed?
Yeah.
So at the end of let me get out my book here. At the end of the Starlight Beacon series of books, the Nile,
yeah.
we remember the Nile, the spacefaring pirates or whatever, they destroy Starlight Beacon. And then what happens is there is it's like they call it the Great Hyperspace Disaster. All this shit's like randomly coming out of hyperspace and destroying planets, asteroids, and stuff. The Nile set up this, they call it like an occlusion zone after the destruction of Starlight Beacon. And it was like this weird like cloud nebula that surrounded like this entire sector, right? And that's where they all operated. And there was no way for you to like jump through, or if you jumped through, they'd be able to see where you were coming through and just immediately destroy you or something like that. I haven't like finished like those part of the books because I was kind of dragged off, but I wonder, because the planet they were from, at Aten, they're like, oh, the mystical planet of Atlantis, or like some ancient city or whatever, city of jewels and balloons. You know what I mean? No one hasn't seen in a millennia. Like, I wonder, did they try to hide themselves because they were like at the time being threatened by pirates like the Nile and stuff, and they just like hid themselves, so they just been living on this weird planet for a while? I don't know.
Yeah, or I was thinking maybe it's like a prison colony that was just like set up to not feel like a prison colony, and they're just there. I don't know. I don't know. There's a barrier, right?
There's this Great Barrier, which I think is what keeps them hidden, and no one can see
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Because they didn't even know what stars looked
reminds
like.
me of like hiding shit in the black holes, like the Empire did in the
Like the
EU.
Maw installation, Admiral
yeah.
Dala, Grand Moff Tarkin's little. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for the details. Yes.
Big time. Introduced us to the Sun Crusher, the shittiest weapon in the galaxy.
Yeah, you see the Darth Saber, right? Is that what it was called? The
what?
Dark Saber?
We see lightsabers.
No. What they built in the Maw, it was like the super laser from the Death Star.
Yes, yeah, the superstructure laser for the Death Star 1.
I can't remember what they call it. It's like dark something.
It was Dark Saber. You were correct.
Okay.
I was thinking Dark Saber of like new canon Mandalorian shit.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry about that.
But yeah, like shit went on in there without knowing what was going on outside of it. And then now this, and you're like, it has a similar feel where they've just been trapped there.
Right.
But without realizing.
Right. They're just isolated there. Maybe they don't realize that they're, or maybe they just believe that there's no way out. The Republic comes and goes, but maybe that's a whole lie. Maybe that's just been there forever and they're just self-sustaining.
Obviously, the pirates have heard of At-Aten. Like, it's not like but they just think it's a myth.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see where it'll go. I know in the trailers we've seen a room with a bunch of gold and shit in it, like, treasure, pirates, that kind of thing. So maybe that's on At-Aten. I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
We'll see. Is Jod, whatever Jod in the Nawood, is Jude Law really kind of a piece of shit? He's like, I'll help you guys get home to At-Aten.
Oh, yeah,
and
mate.
I'm going to rob you all of all these Republic credits.
I don't know. It can go either way. Yeah.
It's going to be something like that. Yeah, there's gonna be double crosses, triple crosses. He's gonna come back. He's gonna leave. This is gonna
I
get.
tell you something. In the words of fucking Bib Fortuna, mate, he is no Jedi.
He's a Jedi. Yeah, it's gonna screw me for the true and false, but we'll talk
He
about
does
that later.
have the Force. I mean,
Does he though?
maybe. I don't know. Like, it did look like the key was sliding on a string, because like the key ring was like the ring that was.
I mean,
like,
those are just
moving
your
like
real
a-
effects, you know. Ain't got
I
nothing
don't.
for the
It's either
CGI and the budget
that
for
or,
one.
but it didn't look like it was bobbing. It was like moving along a string.
It's a
That's what it
fake
looked like.
Jedi. It's a fake Jedi. Come on.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah,
be.
we've seen those before. Remember? So
Magnets, some shit, that isn't it?
Yeah. Some
we'll
magnets.
see.
That's right, magnets.
We'll see if that happens. I know what I said in the true and false. So
I know I said what I said.
what else? There was something.
Mate, I just sorry. While you guys
No,
were
keep going.
talking-
Keep going.
Well, because you were talking about Starlight Beacon or something, you lost me for a minute. So I was just googling, and I fucking hell, mate. I might have to go back on something I said. And there's a fucking Black Series figure of Neil, and I might have to buy it because it looks fucking brilliant.
Oh no! You're gonna get into it
You're
again?
in. You got it there.
Oh.
I think we might have a Hasbro Pulse member though. Still. So.
I'll get you that with my membership. Don't you worry, mate.
Cheers,
I'll
mate.
sort that out. Yeah, you know.
Cheers.
I love Hasbro so much. Like,
Go on, mate. I've got a roof to fix.
Yeah, right.
a little treat for you, mate.
Yeah,
Not bad.
right. The so when we talked about, I remember in the true and false, your comment area about Port Borga, and all the cool ships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love seeing all that stuff there, all the different ships, and I haven't had a chance to do a second rewatch or a second rewatch on any of this stuff yet because it's just been a busy week. But looking back on a couple like this, pausing it right now, scrolling through it, this is just what I wanted to see. I want to see more cool places with lots of starship porn, and we're starting to get that starship porn. So bring it in, give it to me. This is what I want to see. Okay.
Jimmy, I just got visions of you when that ship came out that planet. You know, when the kids like, what's it? I'm like, Jimmy's getting a ship here. They're going to go off, mate. He's going to get some starship porn. It's going to be like in his
Do we know-
absolute element.
Do we know what kind of ship that is?
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know. From like the photo or the clips I saw earlier, it looked a hell of a lot like a modified U-wing.
Yeah.
Just
A
from the
little bit,
rear.
didn't it?
Just from
It's
the
way
rear.
bigger though, obviously.
It is way bigger, way bigger. This is a straight up pirate ship. You know, they got to have tons of cargo base for all their loot and
Well, and
doubloons and shit.
pieces from every other ships they find. You know, like it's not going to be just like X
Oh.
ship. It's going to
Yeah.
be X
Yeah.
ship with pieces from others, and you see that in all the other ships you see when they're pulling into the
They're all kind of
Pirate.
like they're all uglies,
Tortuga
right?
or whatever it was.
Yeah, they're all uglies. That's another Black Horse Comics throwback. You know, you'd have like a TIE fighter cockpit, but with Y-wing nacelles and stuff. That was all from like the 90s comics. They did a lot of that stuff.
uglies. Yep.
They called the starfighters uglies.
I'm pretty sure we were going to see those because there's a Lego out there with that, right?
Is there?
Was that like a what?
Yeah.
Are you spoiling
Ugly.
us right now? Give me that baby. I'm here for that. That'd be a nice little a nod and a wink.
Yeah.
Also, another relation to the Nile, right? That's also what they did to their ships. They would like cannibalize them from other ships. So when the ship came out of hyperspace, not unlike the antagonists in Serenity, I forgot the Reavers,
The
right?
Reavers, mate. Yeah,
Reavers, right? Got that
Yeah.
vibe from them of just being like, we want to be terrifying visually when we're coming at you. Like in the opening scene, we're just like attached itself like an animal ripping open a carcass.
Oh, mate, that was sick when those fucking crane, them like, big hooks like came.
Yeah,
through.
yeah. They just
That guy
grabbed onto
ate
it.
mate, didn't he? That
Yeah.
guy fucking ate it. I didn't
Oh, yeah,
expect that
he-
shit.
He did.
Did you guys? Because me and Kev saw this. Like that intro was so A New Hope. Like
Yes.
Yeah,
even
yes. Yeah.
like there was even some lines that were like I
Yeah.
almost expected like this is a counselor ship. Like on a diplomatic mission to war.
Where is the ambassador?
This is a bulk freighter.
Yeah,
Yeah, he says if this is a bulk freighter, why is your vault magnetically sealed?
yeah.
If this is a
Yeah.
cargo ship or ambassador ship, then or counselor ship. My God.
But it was clearly like influenced and shot for shot for that, wasn't it? Just
Yeah,
like,
there was some
boom,
proper
like,
shots, like, especially when the doors were
straight
open.
away. Yeah, we were just like boom. So, I mean, I hope they don't. With this planet thing, that it doesn't become. It's a weird one when when they set this up and everyone is like, "What do you think this is? What do you think this is?" And I hope it's not like one of these that's just like totally disappointing when they reveal it and people get too bogged down with it. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, this. I think
Are you
it's
guys
ju-
minding the references? Like, you know how we've gotten them so much from all the Star Wars we've gotten, like the blue milk, the power converter, all that stuff. Is that bothering you at all, or are you loving it?
No,
really
I love it.
not
You
yet.
soaking it in?
Not
I'll
yet.
take a bath in it, mate. I'll take a bath in it. One of in the Disney era, the most complained about Star Wars reference is probably Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazan in Rogue One. And you know what? I fucking love that. I think
I didn't mind that.
It
That's
makes absolutely no sense timeline wise.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got off that planet so quick and then ended up in that bar on Mos Eisley, but I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking give it to me. If you walk up to if one of these kids like actually drinks blue milk and it's got a label on it and it says it's available in the Disney store and he shows it to the camera, I fucking love that shit, mate. I'm not bothered. Just bathe in it.
Oh, I have a scene, and I want to know how you guys felt when you saw this. So, right before they go into the ship, after they open the door, it's like a scene from it's classic Amblin, but it's like dust in the air,
Mm.
backlighting, and they're like about to like go into it, and they're just like standing there, like mystery music going, everything, and it's just like it just felt we're going on an adventure, Like, I don't know, I got goosebumps when I saw it. I don't know, I assume you guys did, but
Yes, mate. I
Yes,
love it.
mate.
Big
I
time.
think the production value as well is really high on this compared to other shows that we've seen. Some of the directing and the shots are gorgeous as well.
Agreed.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that
Mhm.
whole fucking pirate enclave was just, mate. I could just
Brilliant,
live in
wasn't
there, mate. Just bathe in it. I love that shit. Aliens everywhere.
The blasters that look like
Grimy.
flintlock pistols.
Yeah, mate. It's grimy. It's dirty. Just
they
brilliant.
do. Yeah.
I love it, mate.
So the wolf guy,
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
wolf pirate guy.
Vernon, just
Give me
Just
the
that-
book in his hand. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
so
not
there was,
visual, but-
I'm referring to the character Riv Shield, who was a Rogue Squadron member from the old Michael Stackpole Star Wars book, Rogue
Wait, really?
Squadron. Yeah,
Oh.
there was Shistavanen. I always called it Shistavian, like in my
Yeah.
head. I always thought it was Shistavian, but Shistavanen or Shistavanen. Anyways,
I always said just divine in, but that's not it.
yeah. Tomato, Coruscant or Coruscant. Oh, I had people that would call it that. I was
Coruscant.
like, yeah, don't get the hell out of here. Cool to see one of those around. It was
Whole
nice. See,
planet's
like
just one giant city.
I like seeing just different
pretty
aliens.
quick,
You catch up pretty quick.
You get
Sorry,
yeah.
Jimmy, go on.
No. You're good, man. I'm just really happy to see different fucking aliens. And not necessarily like we're always introduced to like brand new aliens and stuff like that. Less about that, but we're seeing more like classic aliens, but we just never saw as much before. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not a Rhodian every third dude. You know what I mean?
There's a wolf
Yeah.
guy in A New Hope, isn't there? Did they take him
Yeah.
out in the?
I think they did, didn't they, with the special
They took him
edition?
out in the
Yeah.
special edition, but he was one of the guys in
I was
the
gonna say,
cantina.
Yes.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
I remember having
Yeah.
a card because I played
Star
the
Wars
CCG
collectible
game.
card game.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
Ed, me too. Yep. So we know about the Shistavians for a
Yeah,
while.
our Uncle George took him out, didn't he? Took him out, didn't like him. It's like, come on.
Yeah, well, he's back in it now.
It's like, come on.
The fact that he came out right before Jude Law did, excuse me, the old pirate captain did, tells me that this is guy gonna be like he's the second in command. He's the one taking over. He's gonna be the big antagonist, following him around and stuff. Which
Oh, mate.
seems to be the setup. So I'm here for it. I'm down for it. Also, another Nile thing, right? Marcion Rowe, whoever is the leader of the Nile.
Marshawn Rowe, yeah.
Marcion Rowe also wears a big old mask because nobody sees his face or anything. Like, you never see his face. So he wears like a very like hidden mask, not unlike
Yeah.
what we think might be
Chris.
Jude Law.
Chris,
Yes.
I thought of you also. I think of you a lot watching this for some reason.
Good, mate.
So, as you are also aware of these, what did you think of the old tattoo scene?
Oh,
the
mate,
droid.
it was fucking sick.
Oh,
Mate, a guy getting a Hut tattoo on his arm by a fucking droid that's covered in tattoos. Are
Yeah.
you shitting me, mate? I'm fucking down for that, mate. I got a right little boner on there, mate. That is shit hot, isn't it? Absolutely. It's them details, mate. I love that shit.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yep.
Apparently, it's a Hut cartel tattoo that he was.
Yes, mate. I spotted
Ah.
that straight away. And then it weren't until like this, because it was so quick, that little bit. And I was like, wait a minute, that droid was covered in tattoos. That's fucking rad.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yep.
So good.
So one quick thing to give these guys, to give us another perspective of what time frame we're in. Minute 1849, way out past the barrier. Okay, Wim, who's got all the cash in his hand, when he flips them open or whatever, it's a Republic sigil that's on it. Talking pre-Empire, just pre, or the Empire symbol, but almost kind of not really. So this is definitely from the time before Palpatine, or leading up
why
to
is-
Palpatine.
What? Because obviously that money that he's got's super valuable. Because then pirates freak out and
yeah.
like hilarity ensues, and there's the chase and that. Why is that money so valuable? Do we know that?
Maybe like back then in the High Republic times, because how maybe the way they made the credit chips, they made it with
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a certain element that the new stuff doesn't have, because everything's on card in the New Republic. Back then,
So
they
on Atin, and they're using this old currency. Is that
because
what you're saying?
they're frozen in time.
Frozen in
they've been
time.
they've been hidden away by
Well,
this
they've been
like,
hidden
weird
away, haven't they?
shell. There.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a-
probably purposefully to hide from the Empire before
Hmm.
Palpatine fell.
I don't
Or
know. I have a
before.
feeling it's from
Palpatine.
before
that?
Republic. I think
Yeah.
it's even before High Republic. I think it's old ass shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
could be.
Well, there's a clip
What-
in one of the trailers where Farah, who you guys like, she's talking to fucking Mr. Wendell. He's a prick
Yeah.
that chucks Halloween candy away, and she says, "It's just a really quick clip," and she says, "Not everything is as it seems."
Yeah.
So there's obviously some fucking shit going down on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
isn't
droids are clearly following some kind of protocol that's just been set
Yeah,
forever.
why were they there in that fucking ravine, mate? Like,
Yeah,
this
there's
is
just-
a
it's a
restricted
patrol.
area. This is a
Yeah.
restricted area.
So there's obviously a restricted area of woods, just like in Harry Potter, forbidden.
Yeah, and as
woods,
soon as
whatever.
that Mr. Wendell was like, "Oh, my kids are on the ship," they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta go tell the supervisor."
Yeah.
It was like, what?
Like no starship should be here ever. But yeah,
Maybe
It's-
they knew it was there and they're trying to keep that shit hidden to try to
Mm.
keep the people safe. Maybe like the droids are trying
I don't
to
think
keep
they
the
knew
people.
it was there. I don't know. Well,
Maybe.
that ship
Wait, wait, wait,
clearly crash landed, right? It's a crash landed ship.
Yeah, I
it's
was going to
upside
say, why
down.
was that there? And and then
It had,
when
to
they
have, had to have been like shot down and it just crashed and they all died on impact. Well, the guy had one sword through his chest, right?
yeah.
Wasn't he like skewered on something?
Yeah, I don't know, but you know what happens when greed is in
Yeah.
play and there's a bunch of pirates and
Two men fighting over a big old
Find-
gold brick and they both sink to the
Yeah,
bottom of the river.
maybe you find a lost planet and you're like, oh, I want this all to myself.
Indeed.
Like one-eyed Willie, mate, and is keeping all his treasure to himself.
Yeah.
In the Goonies.
Mm. I got a
Indeed.
one-eyed Willie for you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
this gives me
it,
so
that's
much
it.
excitement. There's a lot of there's a lot of cool mystery here.
But I liked how the planet was a myth for them all, though, wasn't it? They were like, "Holy shit, you're from there? That place exists!" Like, whoa.
Right? I think the last time they
Yeah.
heard of it was probably hundreds
yeah.
of years ago.
Like some.
And that could,
Oh, it just like makes your heart feel like, ooh, yes.
Mm.
Like I want to know what happened. Like I love this mystery feel. It's like Indiana Jones, similar feel when they're trying to figure out a mystery, like something that happened a long time ago, like what, And I'm excited.
The job descriptions of all these people. Oh, you get to be a secondary account number
Analyst.
cruncher super.
I want to be an
advisor
analyst.
Boring. How many like 8 and 10-year-olds want to be a fucking analyst, mate?
Maybe that's what the droids are hyping them up to be, right? That's
Yeah.
that control over them. The best you can be is part of the tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 069. I don't know, just making that up. Get that Voyager reference almost.
Yeah.
I got a question. How did you boys feel about Wim and Neil doing their little fake pretending lightsaber
At the
battle?
very beginning,
Like,
yes,
like,
loved it.
mate, that was fucking sick, wasn't it?
The way he turned around towards him and he had that evil look on his face, like the furrowed eyebrows and shit. I'm like, oh man, this claymation ain't good. He evil.
So
That
good.
is.
And then-
It was good.
And then
It was
the kids across the street looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, those.
good.
Like,
fucking losers.
I was like, give them real lightsabers and let them ignite it. I'll win the fucking goddamn question. Come on.
Right. And maybe he's looking up the Jedi stuff, like, oh, this is all like, from the Jedi
Yeah.
Civil War stuff from like way back,
Yeah.
I'm really
Very cool.
hoping that like the Jedi stuff doesn't become more at play, and
Yeah.
we're getting a fun like
Yeah, I don't want it to be front and center.
adventure,
I would like it to be like a side thing, like it was part of the lore or something.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
My girls got a kick out of the like boys versus girls thing going on.
Oh, the cooties thing or whatever.
Yeah, like just like
Callsies or
their fight over the whole thing, like like boys versus girls when they're trying to go on the ship. It was funny. They were laughing. I was laughing. It's
Did-
really good.
yeah.
I
it's
did- I
like-
did
it's
love
like
that
that
little
in
bit.
real life.
I did love Neil's line though, when after all that, he's just like, I just want to go home. I was like, he's my fucking guy, this dude. I'm like, yeah, that's the fucking, what a line that is.
You said we weren't gonna get in trouble. We're in a really lot of trouble.
guys.
I just want to go
wish-
home to my lounge.
I just
my
want to go
tub.
home. I just want to go home. I'm like, yes, good lad. You fucking know.
I think the bit that Kev laughed at the most was when we saw Neil in the bath.
Yeah, in the hot tub,
Wetting
in the
himself,
sauna.
mate.
Yeah, oh my god.
And then there was that stupid bit as well where I knew it was going to happen, where he was going to lower him into the pit with the rope.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know what's going to happen here. He's going to be too heavy for him. And then they fucking both fell in. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck's sake. I'm like, I knew that was going to happen. It was an obvious joke, and I still pissed myself laughing at it. Like, what an idiot.
And it's like, oh my god, you can't just crawl out of that fucking pit. Like, are you kidding me? But at the same time, it's like, well, depending on their age, maybe they can't. I don't know. It seemed
good
like that
fun.
was only like a 5 foot tall trench, but whatever.
Good fun though, boys. Good fun so far.
Yeah,
good
good,
shit.
good,
I'm looking
proper,
forward
good,
to,
proper fun. Yeah, Jude Law's character. I don't trust that motherfucker 1 inch, and I
No,
know this is gonna
he
be
is
bad
not
for
Jedi.
my true and false, but
He's no Jedi.
he's no Jedi.
But it does leave things open for character change. You know what I'm saying? Like character
Hey,
morale
redemption,
change, that kind of
Indeed.
thing.
Indeed.
So we'll see.
I hope I'm agreeing with your bride on this one, Kev. I think Wim's a little fucking annoying. Really? The button's flashing? You really gotta press the
I know,
button,
man.
huh?
Come on,
After
man.
everybody said, don't press the button. What do? You press the fucking button. Jesus Christ.
Does his character remind you of other characters you've? I was trying to put.
Reminds me of people I meet in real life. Are you kidding me?
I was just trying to think of like another character I've seen, and I couldn't put a finger on it, but it's felt familiar. I don't know. There's a little. I don't know. There's a little. I know like what's her name? What's her name? The
Fern? KB?
Fern. I know she feels a lot like Han Solo.
Yes.
Man, I'm not even like narrowing it to just Star Wars characters. I don't know. I'm trying to figure.
Yeah,
out,
but
like,
it's
what
kind
would-
of a kind of trope with a kid's thing, isn't it? Where you get like the scared one,
yeah,
the
or the
tr- the-
curious one.
the dreamer, the tech one,
Yeah.
and then I mean the Goonies did that all the way, didn't it? So it's
Each
not,
character has their role and their set
yeah,
of
it's
skills that they're all gonna work together on. And Wim is clearly gonna be on an arc of just like, I'm gonna be a much more less annoying piece of shit by the end of this. I
Yeah.
will learn my lesson. That's what
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
So we've got the
hoping
Ninja
for.
Turtles again, yeah. So we've got the tech guy.
yeah.
we've got
It's
the-
Donatello. KB is
Oh,
Donatello.
I'm gonna have to make a new track, aren't I?
Yeah,
This is
the
for
comedy guy.
Wim
Christine's
is
gonna want me to do it.
Michelangelo. Donatello or Leonardo is
Did you get that, Ed?
Fern.
Did you do it?
And,
Skeleton Crew.
That's it. That's it.
That's just
Then it's
that, mate.
over.
Just that, dude. Just that. Absolutely.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew. Has to be like totally, completely take you out of it.
Here's in a half Skeleton Crew.
Last thing I'll mention, as I mentioned, it's the first time my wife and I watched the show, like as it hits, and she's like 2 episodes, and not only it's like 2 episodes, I can't stay up late for that on a Sunday. And I'm like, listen, the second episode is probably only, I think it's probably like fucking 22 minutes or whatever. Because I looked and it was only 30 minutes. Man, if Mole didn't fucking say on Star Wars Spelled Out, I was like, oh yeah, it was only 25 minutes. I checked and I was like, good. See, people are checking the time on that. I like that. I like that. 22 and a half minutes. I was like, I was pretty close.
I tried my hardest to get my kids invested, and my daughter saw the trailers and she's like, "Oh, it looks pretty good." And I'm like, "Are you gonna watch it with me?" Nah, I'm a fuck.
Not even
And I
after
tried
you
again. I was like, I tried this weekend as well, but obviously that went wrong. But I was like, "Are you gonna watch Skeleton Crew with me? It's really good. You'll like it." I'm like, nah, I think I'll give that a miss, Dad.
Now maybe she thinks it's too like kiddie.
She's,
You know?
She might binge it alone or something.
Yeah. I think she wants to watch it. She thinks it's cool, but because I'm trying to get her to watch it, nah.
If Dad's into it, hell no. Dad still ain't cool enough yet. Hey,
No,
Dad's got a
I
fucking
told her as
chainsaw.
well.
Come on.
What was funny as well is like before everything kicked off this weekend, just sidebar, I should have mentioned this in my week. Saturday morning, Michelle's not been very well, so she's like, and I said to Anya, I was like, "Oh, we got a free weekend. We basically got the front room, we got the living room to ourselves. Mum's in bed all weekend. Let's go, Anya. It in the words of Rafiki, it is time." She's like, what you talking about? I was like, Lord of the Rings. Let's go.
Oh,
Yes.
You know it makes sense, Anya. And she was like, oh. And then I went away for a bit, and then I came back. I was like, what are you saying then? Come on. Because I got a few chores to do. I did some chores. I came back. I was like, come on, Anya. Get out of bed. Get yourself downstairs. Lord of the Rings. She turns around. She says, Dad, I'm not bothered about watching your stupid Hobbit film in the stupid little houses. Now just leave me alone.
mate.
I actually put my hand on my heart. I put my hand on my heart and staggered out of her bedroom like,
No, you should have looked her square in the eye and said, "No fucking second breakfast for you."
And then ate a cherry tomato.
That's right, right there. Tell me Lord of the Rings isn't a Christmas movie. Any one of
exactly.
you, right?
I've told
Right.
the whole family, I said, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to do it. And then I said to me, like, I went in to check on Michelle and I was like, I think I've convinced Anya we're going to watch Lord of the Rings. And she's like, not very well in bed. And she's like saying, oh, I'm so disappointed I'm going to miss this. I was like, of course you are. Of course you are. I know what's
it's
going to happen. I'll
such
end up
a-
watching it on my own again.
Such an Anya thing to say, though, mate, wasn't it? That,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
watching
it was.
stupid little Hobbit film.
She's probably just like creepy watching it like behind you just to like not let you know that she's watching it with you.
Also, why single out hobbits? Like, there's so much more.
I know.
Like, she should be like prime.
Sexist.
We
Let's,
got prime
let me show you.
Orlando Bloom.
Let
Like
me show
every
you.
woman in the world loved
Let me
him.
show you what you're missing.
Every woman in the world and some men loved
Like,
Orlando Bloom.
why are you single out hobbits, man? Like, come on.
Anyway, Skeleton Crew's rad, isn't it? Yeah, can't wait.
It
for it
is
to carry on
pretty
and find
fracking
out where we're
rad.
going.
Yeah, well, we got the next episode coming up, and Christmas holidays are coming up, so folks, we'll see you when we see you. We'll be on when we're on, but stay cool and stay weird out there. This is episode number 260. Don't forget, you can check us out on scruffypod.com. This is episode 260, and we will catch you guys next time.
Yes. Side note, Ahsoka season 2 starts filming next April.
Oh,
Ooh.
So
My
it's
God.
happening. It's happening.
indeed. The
It's
time.
working.
It's
We'll
working.
see what they do because of what's his name passing. I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
Oh no!
But anyway.
Yeah.
I'm a throne guy now.
That's all we need to worry
Yes,
about.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's fucking
Blue,
go. Team Blue, baby.
Blue is
Blue.
back.
Hey,
Blue is back.
new era, boys. New era.
You know what else is
Take
back?
care.
Space whales. They're back.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Take care, everyone. Hug your loved ones, and we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah. Take care, everyone, and remember, I just want to go home.
Oh, baby, don't you know I dream of December when snowflakes float like music through the air. And though I travel far, you know that I still remember all the lights and sounds of Christmas time in Maine. And through the years, that feeling it still remains. It's Christmas in Maine, the most wonderful time of year. We're so glad you came to spend Christmas here. It's Christmas in Maine, where our family and friends all know. Wherever you live, you're finally home. Well, the tree is shining bright, and there's music and laughter. Yeah, we hope good friends and love define her year. 'Cause it almost feels like Christmas Day is here. It's Christmas